Dear students, I hope you all are well and studying in your home. As you know, in the last week we completed the discovery of the cell and the organization of cell in an organism, in which we read about how the cell was discovered and types of organisms on the basis of cells. Today we will talk about the observing cells with a microscope. As we know that cells are not possible to seen by a naked eye, so we use a microscope. To do this, in the school laboratory, we need to mount a sample on a glass slide. When you go in your higher classes, then you do this activity also. So now we read which substances are found within the cells. So this is the structure of a typical animal cell, in which you saw many constituents of the cells are found, or components like lysosome, vacuoles, cytoplasm, centriole, mitochondrion, cell membrane, nucleus, nucleolus, nucleoplasm, ribosome, endoplasmic reticulum, and Golgi body. We have to discuss about them in detail, and you have to make the figure of animal and plant cell. Okay, I gave you homework also. So the cell membrane or the plasma membrane is the thin membrane that covers the cell. So you can see here that this cell membrane is covered that cell. Okay, so this is a protective covering outside a animal cell. It allows of only some substances to pass through it, and thus a semi-permeable. It means semi-permeable is called because it allows only some substances to pass through it. Okay, all the materials of the cell that is enclosed by the cell membrane is called protoplasm. So material within the cell enclosed is these dot like structures are found. These are all called as protoplasm. The protoplasm consists of the following components. Okay, and this protoplasm consists these all the components found within the cell. First is the cytoplasm. The jelly-like substances that fills the cell is called cytoplasm. It contains protein, sugars, and some other compounds. The cytoplasm also consists small structures called organelles. Okay, so these small structures within this cytoplasm, this is a jelly-like substances you can see here. Okay, and within that these small organelles, these all things are called organelles of that cell. Organelles are the structures present in the cytoplasm that carry out the different functions of the cell. So all the functions of the cells are done by these organelles. So now we will read about them in detail. The nucleus. First is the nucleus. The nucleus controls all the activities of the cell. Okay, it controls all activities of a cell. It is the brain of the cell. The nucleus is generally spherical in shape. Okay, and covered by a thin membrane called nuclear membrane. So you can see here, this is the nucleus. Okay, and it covered by a nucleoplasm. Inside it, there is a jelly-like substances called the nucleoplasm. Thread-like structure are called chromosome are suspended in the nucleoplasm. Okay, suppose this is a nucleus. It is around spherical, and within this, there inside the jelly-like substances is nucleoplasm, and within that some thread-like structures found. These are called chromosomes. Okay, they are contain genes which hold all the information that the cell need to function. Okay, so chromosomes contain genes which hold the information of the cell need to function. They are responsible for the traits that we inherited from our parents. Okay, so all the characters which are passed through from one generation to another generation, or means from parents to their young ones, these are controlled by these genes. The nucleus also contains a structure called nucleolus. So, children, when you start reading, then you can relate them also with your figure also. Okay, mitochondria are singular. Mitochondrion, okay, singular form is mitochondrion, are a small rod-shaped structure present in the cytoplasm in which food is oxidized. So, what happen in mitochondria? Food is oxidized to obtain energy. Thus, they are called powerhouses of the cell. Okay, so they are also called as powerhouse of the cell. You can see here, this is the mitochondria in which food is oxidized. Vacuoles are the storage structure of the cell. The cell stores water, food, and other important substances in the vacuoles. Okay, so vacuoles are the storage components, storage organelles. Okay, in which food, water are stored. The endoplasmic reticulum, next organelle is endoplasmic reticulum. The endoplasmic reticulum consists of fold of the nuclear membrane that form channels in the cytoplasm. It is used to produce, process, and transport material such as protein and fats within the cell. Some areas of endoplasmic reticulum have small granules called ribosomes on their surface. Ribosomes help to make proteins. So you can see here, this structure is endoplasmic reticulum, and it is responsible for the production of proteins and fats, and small granules of ribosomes also found within them, okay, which are responsible for the production of proteins. Golgi bodies are a stack of flattened structures found near the endoplasmic reticulum. Complete compounds are modified and packaged for transport by Golgi bodies. So these are mainly transport organelle of the cell, Golgi bodies. Lysosomes, these are small packet-like structure that break away from the Golgi bodies. They contain enzymes that are capable of digesting old organelles and any foreign material that enters the cell. They therefore has the digestive system of the cell. They are also used by special cells to digest bacteria or dead and old cells. So it means mainly these are the digestive system of the cell which digest all the old organelles or any foreign particles such as bacteria. Okay, you can see here lysosomes also. These are the structures. Next is the centrosome with two centrioles is found only in animal cell. So you have to remember that centriole is found in only animal cell. It plays an important role in the cell division. Okay, division of cell. In detail, you will be read about them in higher classes. So these are the structures centriole which are only found in animal cells. So these are some quick check questions also given on your book. So you have to write them. Okay, who was the first person to see the bacteria? In last week we will discuss about that. How cells are, we draw a flow chart to show how cells form an organism. What is the jelly like substances that fills the cell called, and name the storage structure in cell, and what is the function of the lysosomes. Okay, we already discussed about in this chapter, so you have to write their answers. Now we move to the structure of plant cell. Plant cell are different from animal cell in some ways. For example, vacuoles are large in plant cell. One large vacuole can occupy most of the space in the cytoplasm. plant cells also contain some structures that are not found in animal cell. So you can see here vacuoles are of very large size. You can see here the cell wall. Also, this is the outermost rigid structure of any plant cell which are found only in plant cell. It is protective in their function and gives strength and rigidity to the cell. It gives shape also. So you can see cell wall and plastids. Plastids also found only in animal cell. Chloroplasts are the plastics that contain chlorophyll. They are green in color. The chloroplast is often referred to as kitchen of the cell. Chromoplasts are plastics that appear red or yellow in color. They contain colored pigment compounds. They are present in the leaves that are red or yellow in color. They are also present in fruits and flowers. Leucoplasts are plastids that do not have any color. They are used to store food. So after that, we will discuss about the difference between plant and animal cell. I hope you will understand about the animal cell and plant cell completely. If you have any confusion, then you can ask to me. Okay, so we will meet in the next class. Till then, thank you. Bye bye and take care.